Hi, come on in. I'm
Ned Mooney,
Sarah.
County Manager from EMC. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Have a seat.
Thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing great.
Good.
I'd like to thank you again for setting up this meeting with me today. I know Jenny reached out to you and set this up.
Yes, no problem. Happy to do it. Jenny's been a great friend for a while, so
Yes.
happy to meet with you.
I actually just had dinner with Jenny this weekend down in Johnson, Rhode Island at Luigi's. Great place.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so we were very happy to I learned a little bit more about you guys,
You okay?
which was great. Now, if I'm correct, we only have 10 minutes today. I know you have a
10
busy
minutes.
schedule.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you mind if I set a brief agenda?
That's perfect.
Okay, first I'd kind of like to talk about you guys, kind of see how you guys are doing. And then I'd talk a little bit about EMC, and then hopefully, I have some product for us or we can build a relationship going forward that'd be both successful both for your company and mine.
Okay, that sounds great.
Now tell me a little bit about Franklin Savings.
Sure.
How are you guys doing?
Well, this is a really exciting time for us. We've been around for a couple of decades now and have established ourselves within the area, grew our customer base out to the point where we're able to expand and open another branch just down the street in Hopkinton. So, really exciting for the business. You're obviously doing well if you're able to expand. However, it's going to require a lot more work on my part, just allocating resources and making sure that the IT department over there is up and running and working as seamlessly and as fluidly as possible.
Okay. Now, what has been your real key to success? Because obviously you're growing,
Sure.
your customer base is growing as well. You have a new office in Hopkinton. What's been the real keys to your success?
Yeah, so I think it's probably our customer-centric approach to everything. I think if you put your customers first and find out what's important to them, and right now one of the big trends in our industry is online banking. So making sure that we're staying ahead of the curve and providing our end users with the uptime that they require and the data availability that they require, has ultimately built our customer base and has added to the customer base over the years.
Okay. Now, has there been any issues you guys have been having? You guys you're expanding.
Sure.
Everybody always has some sort of problems.
Yep. We've been using direct attached storage now since we started the credit union. However, I know it's not the most up-to-date technology out there. However, we've looked at companies like EMC in the past, and I was a little hesitant to look at you guys, to be honest, because you're just this monster company out there. Every press release, every newspaper article is you helped close a giant deal for a Fortune 200 or 500 company. So while I know there are better solutions out there to help with the downtime that we experience, I'm not sure that we can afford it, to be honest.
Now, how often are you guys actually down? Like, how much downtime do you actually have?
Yeah, I wish it was a little bit less frequently. It's maybe a couple hours on a monthly basis, so it'll pull me away from family time or weekends, whatever it may be, a sporting event. So things that are really important to me and things that I'm passionate about, I'm not able to see through because I need to come to work to help keep our head above water.
Okay, now Sarah, is it just you that would be coming in on these, doing these overtimes on these weekends, or is it more of your employees?
Pretty much. I like to take on the bulk of the legwork. However, I do have a team of 3 that can come in if I'm unavailable.
Now, how do they feel about the downtime?
Oh, they're not fans either. They get pulled away from their family life and personal time, and it's really important to have a work-life balance. So.
Okay. Now, what's your plans for your IT going forward with this expansion in Hopkinton?
The plan right now is to continue to have direct attached storage at our new branch location, for the reason being that we're comfortable with it, and it's relatively affordable.
Okay. Now, it seems like costs are very important to you. What if there was a way I could find for you to cut your costs? Make sure your team isn't coming in on the weekends. You're having fun time with your family as well. Would that be something that would interest you, be value to your company?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, like I said before, I'm an account manager for EMC. We're a data solutions provider.
Yeah.
We're really a leader in the global industry. What we do for you guys is we manage, protect, and store data. And we've been around for 30 plus years. We've been working with small, medium, and large businesses for over that time, and we've had great success.
Okay.
Now we have a new product out called the VXNE storage system.
Mm-hmm. It's
very small. It's the size of really what you get like a package in the mail. And it's very cost efficient. It's very efficient in general. It's made for the IT generalists. So your guys would be very simple to learn it, simple to use.
Okay.
The transition would be very simple.
Okay.
And it's very good on finances as well. It's relatively cheap. And I feel like this would be something that your company could really benefit from.
Sure. No, I hear you. I mean, ideally, that's what we would love. However, I'll be honest with you, I don't have any decision-making power. That would be my boss, Alex, who has a big influence over the owners, George and Betty.
Okay, now does Alex, Betty, and George, they all three are the decision makers in the process? Or?
So Alex is an influencer for sure. He does
Okay.
a lot of the legwork, a lot of the homework to see what we should implement in the IT department, and George and Betty tend to trust his decision.
Okay. Now, I understand before you said you were kind of worried about us being a monster company, and I'm sitting with you here today. I'm more of a representative of the smaller companies. What we love to do for you guys is make sure that you guys are still successful going forward and keeping that tradition of Franklin Savings Credit Union still prideful going forward and
Okay.
keeping your customers happy as well.
Okay.
You know, I know you have problems with your direct attached storage. You know, that takes up a lot of space. Those are big servers. But like I said before, with these VA NXCs, they're very small. They're the size of a package. And I believe that going forward, I'd love to sit down with you, George and Betty, Alex, if I can, and give a little product demonstration on the system, if that's
Okay.
possible.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Okay. So, is there anything else you're worried about with this product? at all?
No, I mean, I'm interested to see the demo. Like I said, we have a team of 3, and I would just love for them to be able to manage it the way that they can manage the direct attached storage today. So as
Okay.
long as it's easy to use, I think it's worth taking a look at.
Wonderful, because I'm hopefully I can show you guys. I'll bring in some of my IT guys, give the demonstration, and I can show you without your downtime, you coming on the weekends, giving you overtime hours. Those three workers. You're just really gonna be able to cut your costs.
Great.
So I'd love to set up a meeting with you next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. If that's possible.
Sure, let's do it during business hours, though.
Okay, let's do it at 2 p.m. then.
Perfect, okay.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay.